Mindfulness of the breath. Loosen up any tight clothing or other restrictions and allow yourself to be as comfortable as you can, either lying on your back or sitting straight up on a chair or cushion. If you are sitting, allow your pose to be relaxed and comfortable, yet alert and attentive. If you are lying, try not to fall asleep, although it's okay if you do. Make the intention to focus your attention for the next 20 minutes or so on your breath. Try not to move or fidget, and let go of the shoulds and should nots that pervade our modern life. Do not be concerned about anything except being here now and bringing your attention to your primary object, which in this exercise is the breath. If you are able, close your eyes and let the breath be your anchor to the here and now. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, let your focus be diffuse and relaxed. If thoughts, emotions, sounds, or other experiences pull your attention away from the breath, do not struggle. Simply let these experiences rise and pass away, but keep them on the edge of your awareness. So, begin by bringing your attention to the body as a whole, lying or sitting, and be with your body and the physical sensations. As you bring attention to the body, let go of tightness and allow physical relaxation to occur. If you like, you may briefly let your attention scan through your body to pick up any tight or uncomfortable areas. Also, be aware of the breath in general, and with every out-breath, try to let your body relax and let go of tightness. It is as if with every out-breath your body becomes more and more relaxed, but if you are sitting, you become more and more alert and attentive to the internal universe. As you let go of tension, it is as if your experience of bodily sensations becomes clearer and the mind becomes sharper. As your awareness becomes clearer, notice the movement of your breath in the body, and as best you can, be aware of the movement as physical sensation in your abdomen. Pay steady attention, and as the abdomen rises, you can mentally note or say to yourself, rising. And as the abdomen falls, you can mentally note falling. Rising. Falling. Rising. Falling. Should you become anxious or experience difficult emotions, remember that these emotions cannot physically hurt you. Observe them and they will fall away. Our emotions manifest first as feeling tones, so try to observe the emotion, be witness to its root bodily sensation, and see how it then changes and dissipates away. It's in this moment of witnessing that we find our freedom, our refuge, and is the quintessence of mindfulness meditation. We can tap into this freedom at any time if we just come back into the body, patiently observe the breath, and notice the inner workings without judgment or attachment. rising, falling. You may, of course, feel the movement in both your chest and your abdomen. Rising, falling. Do not force your focus. Instead, let your mind be open and inquisitive. Allow the breath to be natural. Do not force it in any way. Rising, falling. It may be short or long, deep or shallow. Whatever the nature of the breath, acknowledge it as it is and let it be. Let yourself be accepting of the breath as it is, without judgment that it should be one way or another way. Let yourself be accepting. Do not project likes or dislikes onto the feeling of the breath. Do not be concerned if thoughts, emotions, sounds, or other experiences pull your attention away from the breath. Simply recognize these experiences as the mind wandering. Smile to yourself. Let the experiences pass, and then gently bring your awareness back to the breath. Rising, falling. Let the breath be your anchor, and observe the different experiences that manifest in the mind and body. Rising, falling. Allow your breath to be the primary focus of your awareness, and as best you can, notice the entire process of the breath, paying close attention to the beginning, the middle, and the end of the rising movement. And then the beginning, middle, and end of the falling movement. Pay steady attention, and as the abdomen rises, you can mentally note or say to yourself, rising. And as the abdomen falls, you can mentally note, falling. Rising, falling. If there seems to be gaps in the breath at the beginning or end of each movement, bring your awareness to the touch point, which is, for example, the sensations where your body touches the cushion or the chair you are sitting on. Be with these experiences in an open and accepting manner, and note the touching accordingly. You could note touching, touching, or pressure, pressure. Be mindful of the sensation and observe its nature with the breath. So it may go rising, falling, touching, rising, falling, touching. If you find being attentive to the breath causes any distress, please be attentive to the particular sensations in the body that are strong, such as the base of your seat or the sensation in your legs. Be aware of these strong sensations and use them to anchor you away from difficult feelings or emotions. Notice how the strong emotions can come on, linger, and then fall away. With practice, we can learn that all emotions and sensations fall away eventually. They only hang around if we feed them. They only hang around if we feed them, give them our attention. The key is to observe attentively every subtle change and fizzle of emotion and not react to it, while as much as possible staying with the rising and falling of the breath. Again, if the mind wanders, be kind to yourself, smile, and return to the breath and its subtle rising and falling. Rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, falling. The sensations may be tight and hard, or they may be long and stretching. Whatever the experience, allow it to be with an open, curious, kind, and accepting mind. It is as if the experience of the breath and the knowing of the breath are not separate. The knowing and the experience of the breath are one. There is only now and this experience. Just one breath. Just one breath at a time. If your mind goes off into the future or back into the past, you can, if you wish, notice this as remembering, or planning, and then gently come back to the breath with the rising and the falling. Being connected and anchored to one breath at a time. Rising, falling, rising, falling. With a focused and open mind, you can feel the light joining and interconnecting mind and body and soul. With the rising and the falling. The rising and the falling. Be as one. Here now. Being with the breath, your body may become very relaxed and your mind may become very peaceful. Your mind and body can become interconnected and integrated. Your experience is whole, here and now. Just one breath here now. Simply this. And the rising and the falling. Rising, falling, rising, falling. In a moment, we will end this exercise. You may choose to continue being present with your breath, or you may choose to gently go about your daily activities. If you choose to go about your daily activities, do so attentively and with the clear comprehension of the purpose and suitability of your actions. Be with and participate in your daily life with purpose and graceful commitment. Be with and participate in your daily life with purpose and graceful commitment. You can access this deep and still peace today or any other days by gently bringing your attention to the breath and the gentle rising and falling movements. In this way, mindfulness of the breath is an anchor to the present moment and the freedom that can be found in the here and now. Being present, being aware of your breath, you can notice one breath or a few breaths at a time. Be aware of the breath. Be aware of one breath at a time. Being here now in the present moment experience. Before you end the exercise, assess how you're feeling right now. If this feeling is peaceful, calm and relaxed, be aware that today, or other days in the future, you can remind yourself of this state of being by bringing your attention to the sensations of your breath and the rising and falling movement. If you have chosen to end the exercise, firstly wiggle your fingers and toes, then your hands and feet. Become aware of the room that you are in and open your eyes. Give yourself a stretch and go about your day with the understanding that you can take refuge in your awareness whenever you need.